area for a truly unique perspective of our Shamu family. Now tonight, we're joined by 3 of our 7 killer whales that we have here at our stadium. Now I'm going to take the time to introduce you guys to each and every one of them. First and foremost, I'm going to introduce you folks to Kayla. Kayla is right across the way there with Daniel. Kayla is a 26-year-old female killer whale. She weighs about 5,700 pounds. Saying hello to everybody there. Next we have Katina. Katina is our oldest killer whale. She's 39 years of age. She's going to give you guys a nice hello. There she is. And last but not least, we have Makaio over here on the left-hand side. Makaio is our youngest member of our Shamu family, and he is 4 years old. Now tonight we hope to teach you guys a little bit about how we care for our killer whales, and pretty much what each and every day consists of as being trainers here. Now, if you turn your attention right in the middle of the pool. Now, as the whales are doing some behaviors, I'll help you guys and point them out to you. That way you're able to get some great photos while I'm talking. Now, has everybody here seen our show today? Yeah? All right. Almost everybody? What you guys see out in our shows is really a small part of how we spend our day here with our killer whales. Now, we have a training staff here from 6 a.m. in the morning all the way through to about 10 p.m. at night. Now, throughout that time, we do a variety of different types of interactions with our killer whales. Now, one of the most important things we do here with our animals is what we call a husbandry session. Now, husbandry is just really a big fancy word that means the well-being and care for our killer whales. Now, when we first come in the morning about 6 a.m. and we go to the side of the pool to give our killer whales their breakfast, we will do this husbandry session. Now, what that consists of is, believe it or not, we're able to get voluntary blood samples from our killer whales. All of our health care from our animals is all voluntary. So if you look right here, my friend Daniel, this is actually how we draw killer whale blood. We'll ask the whales to roll over on their backs, and we're able to get the blood draw from their tail fluids. So that's one of the ways that we'll maintain their health. Also, across the way, everybody see that large metal platform over there? Right across there on stage. Believe it or not, that is a killer whale scale. Okay, so all of our whales are trained to slide up onto that scale, and we're able to get a readout of their weight. So if everyone turns their attention across the way here, there's Katina up on that scale to give you guys an idea of how we get that weight. There you go. Now Katina, she weighs about 5,400 pounds. So she's a full-grown adult female. Now, some of the other things we do, I talked voluntary blood samples, we saw some weights there. Believe it or not, we will actually get voluntary urine samples as well. Now basically what that does, like, why do you get urine samples? Believe it or not, that urine will tell us potentially if our female killer whales are cycling or if they're pregnant. So that's one of the ways we will find out. Here's young Makaio over here in the slide out area. Excellent. Now a little bit about our killer whales' diet. Now our whales receive 3 different types of fish every single day. They get capelin, herring, and salmon. So Katina there weighs about 5,500 pounds. Does anybody want to take a guess? How much food you guys think she eats every day? Want to take a guess? 120 pounds? That's exactly right. Good job, buddy. We got a future trainer on our hands. Good guess. So Katina, she eats about 120 pounds of fish every single day. Kayla weighs just around the same weight. She gets 120 pounds as well. So the diets are obviously specific for each killer whale. So the females, our females here get about 120 pounds full-grown adults. Now, we have 3 juvenile killer whales here as well. Dine, Malia, who are 8 years old. Now, does anyone want to take a guess how much they eat? So if Mom eats 120 pounds, how much do you think Delani and Malia eat who are 8 years old? Go ahead, buddy. 150? That's pretty close. That's a good guess. Delani and Malia get about 110 pounds of fish every day. Now you may wonder, well, that's almost as much as the adults are getting. Well, juvenile killer whales, they're constantly growing. So they are getting a lot of food to help them grow and mature. Just like us, as we hit our growth spurts throughout our lives, we eat a lot more food. So that's where our juveniles are at right now. They're doing lots of growing. So that's why they're getting almost the same amount of food every day as our females. Now Makaio here, he's only 4 years old. So he's getting about 60 pounds of fish every day. So to give you guys an idea, Makaio here, he weighs just about 2,000 pounds. Okay, so Makaio is a male, and these are both females. Now, one of the main visible differences for males and females is their size. Now, male killer whales will get twice the size of the females. Our largest male here, he weighs 12,000 pounds. So he is twice the size of our females here. Now, an interesting thing in killer whale society is that females are dominant. So that means they are the matriarch. They rule the roost here. So Katina, our 39-year-old, she's right over there. She's the matriarch of our pond here in Orlando. So pretty much our 12,000-pound male Tilica, she can tell him where to go and how quickly to get there, and he listens up. Just like real life, unfortunately. But nonetheless, so the females are dominant in killer whale society. Now, a little bit about our breeding program here with our whales. Now, you saw young Makaio here. He was our most recent baby that was born here in Orlando. He's 4 years old now. But I talked a lot about Katina there. Katina's the one right in the middle. She's our oldest at 39. A really cool fact about Katina, she gave birth to the original baby Shamu, who was born right here in our front show pool back on September 26, 1985. So since then, she's given birth to 7 baby killer whales. So Katina is very, very special to all of us here. Now that's a little bit about our husbandry sessions I talked a little bit about, and individual characteristics about each of our whales. Now our day consists of a variety of sessions. We also do exercise sessions. We do learning sessions. One of the coolest things about being back here at Dine with Shamu, this is kind of our backyard. So you folks that have seen our show today and saw all those behaviors for the most part are trained right here in this pool. Okay, so the whales will learn a lot of those high energy jumps and behaviors right here in this pool, and then eventually we'll move them out in the show for all of you guys to see. Now, all of our training here, from our smallest birds to our largest killer whales, all of our training is based on what we call positive reinforcement. What that means is anytime the whales do something correct, we draw a lot of attention to it, whether it be through fish. You saw the whales playing with some toys earlier. Toys, ice, rub downs. You'll see some of us actually giving the whales nice rub down on their back. Killer whales, believe it or not, have very sensitive skin. So they really seem to enjoy interacting with us as we rub them down like that. Right over here is Makaio. There he is. Excellent. Now that behavior there is what we call an alien. So I'll try to point out some of the behaviors and where they get their names from as you see them going on around the pool here. All right, so I talked a little bit about exercise session. People are like, well, how do you exercise killer whales? Well, these guys are the top predator of the ocean, so it's very important that we keep them in top physical shape. And one of the ways we do that is a lot of high energy behaviors. Get that heart rate up, get that blood flowing. Just like you and I, if you go to the gym, we want to keep ourselves in physical shape. That's our job as trainers to make sure that our whales are as healthy as can be. So we'll do exercise sessions with them daily. I think they love. Now, if you look across the way, Ashley's just interacting with Katina over there. That's what we call a relationship session. Now, folks, when you guys see our shows and you see us interacting with them, none of that stuff would be possible if we didn't have the relationships that we have with our killer whales. Now, a lot of people have the understanding, oh, well, you're a new trainer, you get to come right in to Shamu Stadium and start interacting with the whales. Well, that's not exactly true. Believe it or not, it takes almost 2 years. 2 years before you even start interacting with the killer whales. And throughout that first 2 years, you spend a lot of time doing the husbandry aspects of the job. Scrubbing the buckets, preparing their food diet for the day, cleaning the pools. And also through that time, you're actually studying the killer whales. All the killer whales, they're all individuals. So they all have their likes and dislikes. So it takes us a lot of time to learn those likes and dislikes. And killer whales are very social as well. So there's a lot of things that go on into studying and learning to interact with our killer whales here. All right, looks like Makaio is making his way over here on the left side here. If you folks get your cameras ready. Let's see, this is behaviours, what we call the bow. Here you go. Excellent. Let's see here. Hopefully we'll see him do one more right over here on the right side of the pool. In about 3, 2, 1. There he is. Excellent. Now, does everybody see us wearing these whistles around our neck? Yeah, does anyone want to take a guess? What do you think this whistle does? What's that? It talks to the orca? You know what? That's really good. That's really close. What this does is, this tells the killer whales, good job. Okay, so if the whales are anywhere in the pool doing a certain behavior, and we blow this whistle, we call it a bridge, just a fancy term. But basically what it does is, when the whales hear this whistle, it tells them, great job, now come back and receive some type of reward or reinforcement, like I talked about. Fish, toys, rub downs, ice, any of those things. So basically we call it a bridge because it bridges the gap between the behavior they're doing and the time they return to us. So this basically tells the whales, excellent job. Now, has anyone, a lot of people ask, how do you train them? I talked about positive reinforcement. So let me see, we have, Danica, is there a target over there, anywhere? How about right over here on the slide out area? Hopefully there'll be a target over there. I'd like those whales to jump high up and out of the water. Let's see, no luck, huh? I'll just explain it, you'll get it. Basically what, it's called a target pole. Target pole, basically it's a long stick, and on the end there's a big white ball. Have any of you guys seen us using that in the show or anything like that? Yeah? Okay, so what we do is, we teach the whales to touch that white ball that's on the end of the stick. Basically, that white ball is an extension of our hand. Okay, so anytime the whales touch that white ball, we blow our whistle, and then we reward them. So eventually, over time, from the moment they start interacting with us, as they get older, they understand that we're asking them to touch that ball. So eventually, we'll raise that ball higher and higher out of the water, and then they know to reach up and touch the ball. When they touch the ball at the end, we blow the whistle. Tells them, good job, that's what we're looking for. So that's kind of the baby steps of how we train some of these larger jumps that you guys see. Anyone want to take a guess what that behavior is called? A flip. Good job. You know, folks, I hope tonight you guys are able to learn a little bit more about our killer whales. You know, just like us, killer whales, they learn through observation, cooperation, and communication. So when people see you and me, like taking care of our environment, picking up trash on the beach, hopefully other people are inspired to make positive choices too. Through Shamu, we're reminded our positive choices can hopefully have a great impact on our environment. If we all join together, side by side, just like killer whales do, we can work wonders. And the beauty of our ocean will continue to thrive.
2015 is an historic year for our SeaWorld family of parks as we celebrate our 50th Sea of Surprises. This is just a part of what promises to be the most exciting era in SeaWorld's history. We look forward to seeing you again for the next amazing chapter in the SeaWorld story.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen our One Ocean show, our last show is tonight at 7 p.m. at our front show pool there. On behalf of all of us here at Dine with Shamu, thanks for joining us and have a whale of a day right here at SeaWorld. Goodbye, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we hope you've enjoyed Dine with Shamu. As our presentation comes to a close, please enjoy the remainder of your meal and have a whale of a day here at SeaWorld.